Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to welcome you to the graduation exercises for the class of 2021. Yeah, I believe they need an extended applause. At this time, we're going to invite the senior members of the chorus to come down to perform the Star Spangled Banner in the Dover Alma Mater. They will be led by Jim Budka, and we'd ask that everyone please rise. Jim, right up on stage. Yep. Okay, yep, put the kids on. You guys can come towards me if you
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Stand tall like the mountains behind you, shoulders against the sky. Stand strong like the pines all around you, holding your head up high. Stand strong like the mills of the city, stalwart against storm and strife. Ahead of you the road leads on, forward to new life. Stay true like the blue of the river, rushing to meet the bay. Look up to the stars overhead, they'll always point the way. Remember those who have taught you, their wisdom is flame to your light. Oh, Alma Mater, Dover High School, hail the green and white. All hail the green and white.
Nice job, you guys. That's awesome. Well done. You can have them seated. Good evening, everyone. As the tradition is here at Dover High at the beginning of our ceremony, momentarily we're going to ask the members of the class of 2021 who are joining the military to stand. Before we do that, I do want to mention that one member of our senior class, Michael Freddie Ecker, will not be here today as he is already at basic training. So if you are serving in the military upon completion of Dover High School, can you please stand? Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone, and I'm immediately going to go off script. Last night at about 6:30, when I was out running, I was like, why did we not have graduation tonight? Last night at 6:45, when I returned home, soaking wet, I'm glad we did. Okay. Good evening. We are honored to welcome our guests to the S. Judson Dunaway Field for the graduation exercises for the class of 2021. Graduation returns to the campus of Dover High School for the first time since 2007, and to this field for the first time since 2006. This change reflects the journey of our graduating seniors who have so gracefully and courageously navigated a pandemic. It begs the question, how did they do that? A colleague of mine said to me the pandemic represented a shift in paradigm from the learned to the learner. That people who were learning were in better position than people who were learned. The point he was making was that the incredible rate of change taking place during the pandemic was best handled by those who were flexible, had a vision of what was possible, and could learn in a multitude of ways. The learned, those who might have an incredible bank of knowledge and skill, struggled if they did not embrace challenge and change and make new deposits into that expansive bank of knowledge they had built over their lifetime. As we have learned over the last 15 months, we cannot count on tomorrow being like today, or for today to go as planned. The upheavals of the last 15 months have been historic, but not unique historically. Our lives will continue to move forward and encounter change at an ever-increasing rate. These changes will take place on both a personal and a societal level. Those who will manage and navigate change best are a combination of the learner and the learned. Never stop learning, taking advantage of any opportunity to learn new knowledge and skills. At the same time, look at the ever-increasing deposits in your bank of learned, being sure to examine and analyze that account before deciding how to address an issue. The class of 2021 demonstrated that combination of learner and learned. They learned to access all manners of platforms as part of their remote and virtual learning experiences. They then applied with subtle nuance what was learned in one class to other classes, might have had different expectations and requirements, exhibiting remarkable flexibility. Remote and virtual learning did not take place in total isolation, though the feeling was hard to escape when so much time was spent at home. These students still found ways to collaborate and communicate, supporting one another academically, emotionally, and socially. Again, learning how to be successful in a new environment. In education, business, the arts, and athletics, we like to throw around terms like team first or team is everything. We use those terms often, but it is much rarer for them to be a reality. With this class, they were a reality. Everything they did required them to work together, put others first, and recognize the importance of being part of something larger than themselves. I witnessed incredible virtual group presentations only made possible by finding the mechanisms and means to successfully collaborate. Individual sacrifices were made for the good of teams and groups. Playing instruments with socks. I learned a lot about music this year, you guys. Okay. Learning and competing in masks and adhering to all manners of ever-changing protocols took place because of the recognition that that was what the group needed. Because this class put the whole group or team first, they will individually walk across the stage prepared for their next chapter. Their 4-year journey is unique on so many levels. We focus on the pandemic, but this class has seen change since they came here. Their freshman year was spent in Dover High School 3.0. We can only imagine what last week would have been like on the 3rd floor of the old building. Their sophomore year was another transition as we moved into the new Dover High School. Like me, I'm sure they thought their journey through their junior year would cruise right along and culminate in a prom. That all changed in March 2020. Since that time, they've experienced learning never stops, followed by together apart, to finally all in, almost. They have suffered individual and group losses and had certain opportunities denied or limited. But in June 2021, they are here with all their academic and extracurricular successes on display. They did not stop. They were a demonstration of what is possible when people both look out for one another and commit to doing their best every day, no matter the uncertainty, repetition, and at times sense of feeling overwhelmed. When people do this, both the individual and the group moves forward. The other contributors to how they did that have to be recognized as well. First and foremost, we need to recognize the parents, guardians, grandparents, neighbors, and extended families that supported our students throughout their educational journey, but particularly in the last 15 months. I think we really need to give our parents a round of applause. The school-home divide went away for a year, and that was challenging for everyone. As the parent of adult children, I can only imagine the burden of having students at home. And on behalf of the Dover High School staff and the Dover School District, we thank our parents, our guardians, and our student support systems. Teachers, support staff, aides, counselors, coaches, and mentors all supported our students to do their best, demonstrating that combination of learning and learned. Finally, we are fortunate to live in a community that will always step forward to support our students. Community and family members made possible many of the things school could not provide and supported the school's effort when we were in session. I want to personally, and I mean that personally, thank this class for the incredible example they set during their time at Dover High School. You've taught me many concrete lessons and abstract lessons ranging from Instagram Live to some that are so personal they'll remain right here. The class of 2021 got it done, and I'm confident they will in the future as well. To me, they will be remembered as the Bring It On class. Thank you very much. This evening we will hear from 4 students The first student to speak is the class president, Ashlyn Smith. Right into the mic, right?
Okay. Is this good? Okay. Mr. Wasson once said, "The key to giving a good speech is to say nothing at all." But I can't do that, so bear with me. Hello, everyone. Thank you, friends and family, for joining us this evening. This is an emotional day for many of us. Just being here in front of everyone once again has me on the verge of tears. When I think about this class and all we've been through, no better word springs to mind other than perseverance. As a group, we have gone through so much, not only in this last year, but through our entire lives. We could spend all day talking about our struggles, losses, and challenges, but this day shouldn't just be about everything we've lost while graduating during a pandemic. It should be about what we've achieved. Throughout our years of school, we have gained so much more than just this diploma we're receiving today. Looking back on how much we've changed since freshman year, I mean, everyone changes during high school. Some of us get smarter, some of us get taller, but for almost 15 months, we had to grow by ourselves. With our dining rooms being classrooms, our friends across a video call, and our beds being another place to do homework. Although this time period cut our junior year short and gave us a senior year we never expected, it has made us grow up faster and be prepared for the life ahead of us more than ever before. Both perseverance and adversity were gained during these past 4 years, but so were the many memories we have together. All of the pep rallies, spirit weeks, study halls with our favorite teachers, and lunches with our friends. And when we look back in a couple of years and think about our class, we will remember the great number of leaders that are among us. We have students that are leading our teams to state championships, students that are leading vigils in our community, and most importantly, students that are going to change the world. Even at our own graduation, we are promoting change. The purple and teal ribbon some of us are wearing on our gown is for the awareness of suicide prevention. We all have our reasons for wearing these ribbons, and my reason is my teammate, Andre Schaefer. Our community lost Andre after battling his attempted suicide this Saturday. I hope this leaves an open conversation of mental health that students and teachers will work on together to start the change that was needed years ago. As we follow our own paths and grow beyond this building, our roots will remain firmly in the relationships we have forged together. We have stood strong together through the good times and the bad, and forever we will have each other's backs. A famous saying is, "Wherever life plants you, bloom with grace." And now that we're on to our next journey, I know for certain our class will do just that. After the obstacles we have hurdled, I am confident in saying that we will always recover. Thank you, everyone, for all of your hard work, and thank you for the memories that will last a lifetime. If my good friend, your treasurer, Jack Leggett, was up here talking today, I know exactly how he would end his speech. So in his honor, my last words to the DHS classes of 2021 are wake up.
The next speaker is the class vice president, Sharon Ponto.
TGIG, thank God it's graduation! Congratulations to my fellow peers for surviving high school, and congratulations to the parents that are sending their children off to college. A 4-year paid vacation is a special thing to celebrate. Let's give a big round of applause. Anyways, what's going on, class of 2021? For those that don't know me, my name is Sharon Ponto. I've been the class of 2021's vice president for 4 years, and I also won Most Spirited for 3. I can't believe we were the last class to leave that filthy, asbestos-filled building. That was truly an exhilarating freshman year. I'm beyond grateful for our $87 million school, but the time we spent in that building actually felt like high school from the movies. I'm not sure if you guys remember this, but freshman year, we received a paper map of the school. It was rumored that if you use this map, that you'd get single-handedly roasted or made fun of by the upperclassmen. As any other pubescent teenager trying to fit in, I didn't rely on the map when I should have. I mean, I had algebra, and somehow I ended up in the cosmetology wing. If I hadn't used the map, would I have been there? No. But did I end up learning how to French braid? Maybe. On top of receiving a map, we also had our 4-year plan schedules. This would set up ourselves up for the rest of the high school career and essentially create a backbone. In theory, it's a good idea, but I'm going to be honest with you, I don't even remember a single thing about my 4-year plan. Fast forward to sophomore year, we received yet another map of the new school. Jeez, can't get enough of these paper maps. I guess what I'm trying to say is that this map is essentially a representation of life. You can plan your life to the T, to the point where you have a mind map of what you want to do. But it's not always going to be like that. There will be so many ups and downs to life that there's no map to refer to on where you go from there. Have a general map for life, but refrain from beating yourself up for not reaching a certain destination in time. Everyone moves at their own pace, and I'd like to say that growth is not linear. Junior year. I don't really know what to say other than the fact it felt like 3 seconds. The difference between junior and the previous years is that we didn't get a map. Then the universe pulled a wild card on us and cut the year short. This is a period of time where everyone experienced some type of growth, and for me, that change was personal growth. You're the product. Oh, wait, 1 second. If there's one thing I realized and want to share with you all is to surround yourself with good people. You are the product of who you hang around with, and it is crucial to be around people that implement positive growth into your life. Times like these, we have to be the best versions of ourselves to become better people in society while making positive contributions to the world. Everyone here has had a tough year, and the only way to go about it is to live in the present, express our gratitude to one another, and celebrate our successes and failures. It is being said with great confidence that the DHS class of 2021 will make a great impact in any type of community. I trust everyone will make good decisions and treat others with kindness, and if not, you'll end up hearing about it through the grapevine. But before I close this out, I wanted to recognize some people. Mom and Dad, thank you for your support. Yefta, thank you for inspiring to chase my dreams. Naomi, get involved and become friends with your teachers. I love you guys. Shout out Stancil, McStew, Detroit, Churchill, Parson, and Vanello. These wonderful teachers not only do an exceptional job at teaching, but they go out of their way to establish personal connections with every student they come across. It was an honor to interact with these amazing individuals, and they make Dover for what it is. I love you guys from the bottom of my heart, and I will miss stopping by your classrooms. But there's one last person I'd like to mention. This woman has had the most positive impact on my high school career and makes me love going to her class every day. She welcomes everybody in her classroom with such poise and enthusiasm. Before the pandemic, she always checked in with her students, and when we switched to remote learning, it was difficult to check in. But she still made an effort to do these check-ins. But her efforts made me realize how much she cares about her students. I've never seen someone more dedicated to their students as much as their job, and that's something I admire in a teacher. I want to recognize Miss Cancellieri for her upbeat attitude towards life, and I will truly miss being in a classroom with you. Lastly, check in on your friends. Oh, okay. Lastly, check in on your friends. You never know what they might be going through, and be kind to one another. Mental illness is real and is present in our everyday lives. It is heart-wrenching to see our loved ones experience pain that they can't control, but it is also heart-wrenching to not have any resources available to us. The Trevor Project is a great resource that tells you the warning signs, risk factors, and different ways on how you can help suicide prevention. If you call 800-273-8255, the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline will connect you with a trained counselor any time of the day. Thank you to my peers for generally making the best of this year. Signing off, Sharon Ponto.
The next speaker is the Salutatorian for the class of 2021, Maddie Johnston.
Hi, everybody. I'm just going to jump right in here. Procrastination is not usually something I struggle with, but when it came to writing this speech, every day I told myself, I'll write it tomorrow. Well, there were a lot of tomorrows that came and went before I finally sat myself down in front of my computer with a blank document staring me in the face. It was difficult for me to get to that point because I had convinced myself that I didn't know what I wanted to say. I didn't even know if I had anything worth sharing with everyone gathered here today. But as I watched the cursor blinking in front of me, I realized that maybe that wasn't quite true. I want to say that I will never pretend to know what each person on this field is struggling with. I will never pretend that I understand the obstacles, the trials, and the heartache that you have not only endured this past year, but throughout your lives. As much as I wish I could understand, so that I could tell you the right thing as I stand up here on this stage, nothing I say will touch every one of you in the way that you need it to. Nothing I say will heal you or fix what may have broken along the way to this night. But I do know that if I do not acknowledge your pain or the greatness that I believe everyone here is worthy of, then I would remember this night as a wasted opportunity. I want each of you to believe that you are more capable than you give yourself credit for. I want each of you to know that I am hopeful for you. Tonight we depart from this field and from this school, and for many of us we will depart from Dover entirely and from the people that we grew up with. As we begin shaping new stories, I want you to know that it is truly your story. And as cliche as this may sound, you are the author. You make the decisions. There is a certain freedom in this that is, unfortunately, often sacrificed. And I would hate for any of you to begin writing your story with the belief that your words or your plot line are not important. I do not know what we are walking into or what is waiting to meet us when we get there. I do not know what your futures look like or what you want from them. There are an infinite number of possibilities that could become your reality. And I know that for most people, this is a terrifying thought. But I hope that you can see that it's also exciting. It means that you have the opportunity to decide what you want from life. You have the opportunity to go out and create it. It means that you are not bound by the expectations and limitations that you believe are the fences surrounding your potential. Jump the fence. Take a chance on yourself. There is nothing greater that I could want for you, and I only hope that you want the same. It would seem that I did have something to say after all. Thank you.
Our final speaker of the evening is the class valedictorian, James Decker.
Hello. I'd like to offer my congratulations to each and every one of you graduating tonight. Good work, everyone. It's not the easiest achievement, considering all the flux our class has been in for the last 4 years. So work on my behalf and feels the same. I hope you all take some time to express that to yourselves. Regarding the flux I mentioned earlier, I think it is worth remembering where we started in 2017, as at least to me, it seems like so long ago. Our class was the very last one to go to school in the old building, which I'm sure few of us particularly miss. For anyone here who was not blessed with the opportunity to be educated there, it was much like a large oven, except rather than cooking nice warm food, it was just chock full of sweaty, smelly kids and, as Sharon noted, asbestos. Perhaps it felt like so long ago because the building was a time machine to the year of its construction, 1967. Fortunately, we were generously gifted a new building by our community to enter during our sophomore year. This feat of modernity behind me presented to us a mostly functional educational setting, apart from the occasional ceiling drip in the town square and the courtyard doors that only open one way. However, we do have climate control. From there, we progressed fairly normally into our junior year, which I remember as a real whale of a time until the pandemic. I went back and forth on whether or not I would even mention COVID. Part of me says that talking about it after it has had an effect on our lives for well over a year seems almost tacky. Yeah, it made for a less than ideal senior year, and sure, we all missed the way things used to be. These things are significant, but are relatively all too common points compared to the other impacts of the pandemic. For example, the terrible death toll. The official pandemic death toll as of the time of preparing this speech is 3,820,126 people. That number will have gone up by now. Some professional analyses that attempt to account for unreported COVID deaths as well as excess mortality almost double that number to 6.9 million. And it is not just the death toll that has made COVID so terrible around the world. I still hear stories in the news about people who lost their jobs to the pandemic and were summarily evicted from apartments they could no longer pay the rent for. Many continue to struggle because of their desperate financial situations. Additionally, on top of an already upward trend, there's been a significant increase in mental health-related incidents, especially among teens. The CDC reported last year that in the months following the start of the pandemic, hospitals saw a marked increase in visits from struggling kids. Communities, as we know all too well in our very own, have suffered. My point in saying all this terrible stuff is to underscore the fact that COVID did not just mean a year of virtual learning and masking. It meant that many people around the world suffered in an extremely serious way. This brings me to my next point, which is to say that I believe everybody here tonight, as well as everyone on this planet, has a paramount moral obligation to help one another. There is too much struggle for us to have any other choice. Even after the time of the coronavirus has come and gone, there will still be countless global challenges to handle. Considering how ham-handedly governments around the world have addressed the pandemic and its wide range of impacts, it is clear that unfortunately, when the next crisis ensues, community-level organizations and individuals with the means to give will be crucial in protecting and nurturing the most valuable things on this earth, human life and well-being. While these prospects have weighed heavily on me for some time, I found some hope last Thursday at Senior Awards Night. I heard some incredible stories about the work ethic and generosity of some of our peers, many of whom plan to become servants of their communities, doctors, nurses, teachers, and the like. The pandemic brought to light the true essentiality of the essential worker. While many of us hunkered down at home, others put themselves out there in their communities and worked to make the world continue to go round. If I may ask one thing of any of you, it is that you either make yourself or continue to be an essential part of your community. If you have the means, the ability, and the drive, do not let your high school job at Hannaford or at a nursing home be the last time you provide a meaningful service to another human being. As many of us have learned through various work experience during high school, there is camaraderie and community in sharing the responsibility of taking care of one another. And in camaraderie and community, there is power. Good luck to you all, and be well.
At this time, it will take us a minute to set the stage up a little bit, but we will get down to the business of why we are here tonight, presentation of diplomas. Yeah, we should be clapping.
Ashlyn Smith. Sharon Ponto. Maddie Johnston. James Decker. Kenneth Lampel. Alexandria Chalafour. Samantha Stone. Joseph Hoeing. Janine Turgeon. Katrina Breen. Katie Clayton. L. Harris. Giovanna Ascioli. Aiko Aguilon. Adele Ahadi Majdabadi. Cheyenne Alabrandi. Theodore Allen. Lucy Anderson. Grace Erikellian. Can't roll my R's, man. Jeremy Arroyo. There you go. Ryan Atwood. Carl Bartle. Laurel Belcher. Max Berube. Isabella Bazanson. Liam Bilodeau. Connor Blaze. Ella Booker. Jacob Buford. Justin Bonney. Nathan Brand. Delaney Brewer. Austin Britton. Winter Brooks. Dominic Ciccatelli. Evan Sarazinski. Adam Silly. Cooper Chapin. Yeah. Liliana Sorello. Avery Clark. Benjamin Klickman. Cameron Cole. Simon Cole. Graham Collinsworth. Jacob Constas. Cassandra Corman. Jessica Kucher. Kenwin Cudmore. Christian Cullimar. Zoe Brooks. Devin Brown. Sawyer Brunzel. Audrey Cahoon. Genevieve Cannon. Sophia Carroll. Amara Cartier. Daniel Caverly. Dario Cepitelli. Elijah Chamberlain. Angelina Chapman. Kada Chevalier. Amber Dalbeck. Courtney Dalbeck. Joseph Darko Mensa. Devin Coutron. Zachary Downs. Kevin Drew. Lillian Doobie. Annika Dubois. Joseph Dulac. Sarah Dumace. Ella Dunker Bendigo. Alexander Durow. Bailey Economos. Elizabeth Edmonds. Sean Ufano. Justin Avanza. Ethan Everngam. Aaron Fairbairn. Alex Davis. Grace Dearborn. Zachary Demers. Donovan DeMaria. Annie DiNardo. Griffin DiNardo. Lance Dion. Grace Dodge. Aaliyah Dodier. Megan Donahue. Michael Downing. Kira George. Sierra Janolis. Luke Geppert. Madison Gilbert. Stephen Fallon. Sky Farrow. Ashley Farrell. Jacob Favelis. Emma Flynn. Asa Forbes. Benjamin Fortier. Noah Frazier. Casey Fritter. Chantel Fultz. Shayla Fultz. Alex Galarno. Mackenzie Gauthier. Colton Hilton. Jaylene Ho. Zachary Giles. Douglas Nall. Alicia Golodner. Tessa Goodell. Ella Gray. Dikshant Gowali. Caleb Hansen. Alexis Hawks. Kenneth Healy. Graham Hemphill. Olivia Hilburn. Charlie Karowski. Nicholas Kaunung. Mia Kieser. Angelina Kiokumin. Alyssa Holderbaum. Alexa Hopkins. Reese Hubbard. Emma Hyde. Alicia Irons. JJ Jackson. Catherine Jewell. Sarah Jolly. Andrew Jones. Riley Jones. Serenity Joy. Thea Caggiolari. Tucker Lane. Devin Lapierre. Miracle Lapierre. Taylor Kinsman. Soroya Kinville. Ole Klein Bog. Cody Kitching. Bryson Kosler. Liliana Kozlowski. Kaylee Krenzer. Jolyn LaFleche. Devante LaFleur. Kendra Landry. Simon Landry. Elliot Lane. Liam Lovering. Nathaniel Moss. Lily Mace. Hannah Launchbury. Chris Lee. Brianna LeBlond. Anna LeBrun. Tiffany Legault. John Leggett. Alexander Layton. Kennedy Layton. Brady Lassard. Michelle Lowe. Christopher Longval Knudsen. Gianna Lopez. Talia Nagy. Talisha Nagy. Samuel Napitapulu. William McGregor. Wyatt Macklin. Liam McVitie. Molly Mahoney. Talon Malone. Jolanda Mambo. Sophia Marchese. Jenna Marcheteer. Jacob Martell. Breely McCarthy. Clayton McLeod. Jackson McCoy. Aaron McManus. Noah Meter. Aiden Mellencamp. Emily Nelson. Emma Nelson. Eric Nguyen. Ivy Nguyen. Tyler Nicholson. Alexander Noel. Bo Normando. Sierra Now. Devin O'Donnell. Ryan O'Malley. Tatiana Onyago. Mia Orlick. Keisha Saran. Everett Shaw. Nathan Shea. Kyle Melville. Evan Mendonça. Kaya Meredith. Kia Merrick. Jalen Merrill. Anya Mojica. Samantha Moore. Charlotte Morin. Brady Morginus. Jinapat Momanko. Raul Panderot. Isabel Partridge. Dev Patel. Div Patel. Ian Perlman. Rinju Sherpa. Abby Skipper. Elsie Small. Ryan Smith. Mason Soares. Genesis Sobagio. Peter Sobel. Daniel Spargo. Nico Spruce. Avery Spur. Mariah St. Jean. Ryan Stanley. Karina Stegman. Oliver Stevens. Addison Stewart. Michaela Peperisa. Samantha Perry. Isabel Perot. Samuel Perot. Wait. Prastavana Pokrel. Jack Porter. Hannah Prue. Kelsey Pernomo. Preston Quimby. Morgan Rainieri. Charlotte Ramsey. Nicole Raymond. Jonathan Redfield. Jonathan Rodriguez. Logan Rondinoni. Hallie Studley. Joshua Stiles. Mia Sukforth. Kylie Taylor. Olivia Tellis. Kenrick Tendy. Mia Thomas. Molly Thomas. I love this class. Tanisha Thompson. Aiden Tompkins. Emma Tower. Colby Roy. Jackson Rutland. Sadie Ryan. Isaiah Samuel. Abigail Saul. Grace Savage. Katie Saylor. Tyler Schneider. Abram Schwartz. Julie Travato. Jackson Trowbridge. Enrico Tulong. Morgan Twombly. Stella Utgard. Anya Van Aken. Aaron Van Hise. Dominique Vernon. Rachel Vitko.
We're going to hear about that.
Robert Walsh. Ginger Walters. Alyssa Will. Palmira Maria da Silva Wilson. Michaela Wolf. Meredith Wood. Drake Woodard. Madigan Jennison Henderson. William Garrett Finn Kerr Paulson.
Congratulations, class of 2021. Momentarily, we will have the tassel ceremony that will officially signify you as graduates. I'd just like to add a couple things. First of all, I'd like to thank the graduating class. Just what a great job you did during graduation. Classy audience, and you allowed each of your classmates to have their moment. So I personally thank you for that. Thank you very much. In a moment, Ashlyn will do the tassel ceremony, and then we will have the recessional where we leave out of the building. Well, we're out of the building, out of our seated area, and the marshals will take you out, and we'll go out by the rows. And please go beyond the camera stage before people start milling with their families and stuff. And remember, you need to get your diplomas over under the tent. Okay? You guys, thank you very much, and congratulations.
All right. At this time, will you please move your tassel from the right to the left? We have officially graduated!
You guys exit through the center and down through the teachers, please.